there are coincidences. And then there are, this can't be real life but somehow it is, coincidences. You know the kind, when your ex posts a quote about moving on the exact day you start seeing someone new. Or when you find out your favorite celebrity might just be sending not-so-subtle love letters through song lyrics. Sound familiar? Because that's exactly where we are right now with the latest installment of Are Justin and Selena Still Obsessed with Each Other or Nah? Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course watch till the end. Yep, we're talking about a very specific lyric on a very specific road, with very specific vibes that match up way too closely to be ignored. You can call it serendipity, or you can call it messy, unresolved pop star feelings. Either way, fans have put on their detective hats again, and the tea is officially boiling over. So pull up a chair, sip your iced matcha, and let's unpack everything about this spicy Jelena resurgence that's got the internet in a chokehold. Let's start with the lyric that lit this whole thing on fire. Justin Bieber recently dropped a snippet, or maybe a coincidental freestyle, depending on who you ask, referencing the exact same road Selena Gomez sang about in Back to You. And no, we're not talking vague, driving down memory lane metaphors. We're talking actual, named, real-world locations that fans clocked immediately, because of course they did. Selena's Back to You famously mentions Mulholland, a winding, dreamy LA stretch that's basically made for dramatic love stories and late-night, what are we, convos. And lo and behold, in Justin's latest lyrics, he says something along the lines of still thinkin' about you driving down Mulholland, which, let's be honest, is basically a lyrical Google Maps ping to Selena's entire song. A random shout-out? Maybe. A direct response? Possibly. A screaming siren that these two are still tangled up in a pop culture will they won't they? Absolutely. And here's the kicker. Justin has never publicly associated that road with anyone else. Like, if this was a neutral Hollywood Boulevard reference, we'd let it slide. But Mulholland? In the Jelena universe? That's sacred ground. But wait, is that just the beginning? If there's one thing celebrities have mastered in the era of oversharing, and I'm gonna pretend this isn't about you, it's the art of subliminals. Lyrics, captions, deleted stories, blurry background objects, it's all fair game. And when it comes to Justin and Selena, these two basically have their own secret language at this point. Remember when Justin posted that IG story of a coffee cup on a piano at the exact same time Selena dropped her emotional ballad, Lose You to Love Me? Or when Selena casually mentioned in an interview that her last relationship lacked emotional maturity, just weeks after Justin said he was finally becoming a man in his docuseries. Coincidence? Coincidence. With rhythm and production credits? This new Mulholland reference feels like the next chapter in a never-ending lyrical conversation they've been having since Baby dropped. And honestly, it's both exhausting and kind of iconic. Like, who else gets to publicly shade their ex in a #1 single and still go viral doing it? But if this is their love language, what exactly are they trying to say now? Now let's get into the receipts. Because fans are not just relying on vibes, they're bringing out calendars and release dates. According to the Jelena truthers, who, by the way, are more organized than most school boards, Justin recorded this track only a few weeks after Selena was spotted wearing a hoodie from Drew House, aka his brand. You know, that hoodie. The one that launched 10,000 Reddit threads. Then there's the fact that Selena's recent TikTok lives have included suspicious background songs, tracks that sound very Bieberish. Combine that with Justin's current aesthetic shift, he's gone back to the moody R&B ballads and minimalism that defined his Selena era, and we've got ourselves a full-blown pop culture clue board. One fan even broke down a timestamped IG story that Justin posted in early June, showing a blurry sunset with a road in the frame, and guess what? It looks exactly like Mulholland. Are we all spiraling? Yes. But is this also the kind of thing celebs know we'll obsess over? Absolutely. So if you've got this feeling that we're all just characters in the Jelena cinematic universe, you're not alone. Now let's play devil's advocate. Could Justin be referencing Mulholland because, well, everyone drives there in LA? Sure. Could it be a subconscious nod to a time in his life when he just happened to be dating Selena? Technically, yes. But let's be real, this man knows what he's doing. Bieber's no rookie when it comes to navigating fandoms, and he's well aware that every lyric he drops is going to be dissected like a frog in middle school biology. So if he didn't want people connecting the dots, he could have chosen literally any other street in a 500-mile radius. Mulholland was deliberate. The vibe was deliberate. And the fact that he hasn't denied or clarified anything, that's also, you guessed it, deliberate. So if it's not about Selena, he's either trolling for the drama, which, honestly, game respects game, or he's quietly acknowledging that some ghosts never quite get evicted. But what does Selena think about all of this? So far, Selena has said nothing. Not a lyric, not a caption, not even a curated playlist, not. Which, if you've followed her long enough, means she's saying everything. Silence, after all, is her signature response, and it hits harder than a clap back when timed right. But fans did catch a curious moment during a recent Rare Beauty Live when a fan comment about Mulholland Drive popped up and Selena smirked. Could have been at something totally unrelated, sure. Or it could have been the silent acknowledgement of, oh, so we're still doing this? Either way, we felt it. And let's not forget, Selena's a pro at turning heartbreak into healing anthems. So if there is a response coming, it won't be on TikTok or Twitter. It'll be track 6 on her next album. The one with a moody title, some cryptic poetry, and vocals that make you want to text your therapist. Until then, we wait. What makes this whole situation fascinating isn't just the breadcrumbs, it's how invested we are in following them. In a world that moves at TikTok speed, we still crave long-running storylines, complicated characters, and unspoken drama. Justin and Selena deliver all of that every time. They're not just exes, they're a cultural Rorschach test. For some people, they represent true love gone wrong. For others, they're proof that fame eats relationships alive. But for most of us, they're messy, beautiful, and human. And when those traits show up in lyrics, we feel it. Because we've all got a Mulholland Drive. A place or person that lives in our head rent-free. That song you can't skip. That hoodie you forgot to return. That moment you swore you moved on, but still check up on, just in case. So maybe it's not just Justin and Selena being extra. Maybe it's us, projecting, hoping, healing through their drama. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real story here. Is Justin Bieber referencing the same road Selena Gomez once turned into a heartbreak anthem? Yup. Does it mean he's secretly missing her, subtly shading her, or just vibing out with no idea we'd catch on? Who knows? But what we do know is this. Pop culture is way more fun when we get to be the detectives. From blurry IG stories to perfectly timed lyrics, from one hoodie to an entire heartbreak era, the Jelena narrative refuses to go quietly. And honestly, we're not mad at it. So now we've got to ask you, is Justin still deep in the Jelena feels, or are we just too good at fanfictioning real life? Drop your theories. Share this with your group chat. And tell us, what's your Mulholland Drive? Let's keep the tea flowing.